Hi there! If you want to see how to create this smoky glittery eye plus a pinky nude lip look with a weird color highlighter from e.l.f. and see me try all these new products that I have, then you should probably just keep watching because that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. So before we get started with this eye look, I just don't like looking at myself with these pale lips, so I'm going to put on some lip balm. I'm using the Glossier balm.com, that's hard to say, balm.com in cherry. So like that has a little color, so it moisturizes your lips while you do your eye makeup, but then it helps you not look like a dead person. So we're gonna do that. And second, very important step before you start your makeup is to get a beverage. And if you guys have been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know the drill. You knew it was going to be a LaCroix. This is kind of an old classic flavor, berry. So we're going to open a berry. Since this is a New Year's look, let's say, cheers, I guess, cheers to 2017. More like, what's that thing people do, like pour one out for 2017. I'm not going to pour this LaCroix out, I'm going to drink it. But yeah, 2017, peace out. Not sad to see you go. So we are going to kind of use a variety of products today. Some are ones I've been wanting to use, and one of those products is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Palette. This came out kind of for holiday time. It's kind of hard to open. You have to slide it this way. Looks like this. It's got a lot of metallic jewel tones and then more like bronzy warm shades on this side. I'm pretty much just going to use a few colors from this that are ones I don't typically use because I love this side, and like this side is full of colors I would use, but I'm trying to challenge myself to get more on this side because this side is not usually where I live. So I will be using that, and I'm just going to keep it out of its little sleeve here. And then I will be using probably the most exciting product that I built the entire tutorial around is the Lemonhead Space Paste. I used it in my last YouTube video and I covered my whole damn face in it. We're not going to do that, but this is what it looks like. These are cosmetic glitters. They are safe to use on your face, and not all glitter is, but this is kind of suspended in like a aloe vera type jelly, and it makes wearing glitter makeup way less messy and safer. This is the color called Gun Show, and that's what's going to really make this New Year's Eve eye like extra special. Oh, I'm gonna show you this mascara I've been trying out. I got it from my Sephora rewards. This is from Ciate London, and it's called Wonder Wand, and it's pretty cool. I'm kind of like undecided about it, but you'll see, it really does give you ginormous lashes. So I thought I would keep with our Urban Decay theme and use the ink for eyes. This is their felt tip pen liner, so it looks like that. And I might end up grabbing a pencil liner, but that could literally be any random black liner that you want to use. So I do need to have a matte transition shade in my crease. So I'm going to kind of mix two shades from Limelight. This is a little like custom made palette. I'm gonna mix this taupe and this kind of sand color. So this is One Night Sand, number 26. This one is number 40, taupe for the best. I've said this before, I don't like the little pun names, but anyways, I'm going to kind of take the lighter one first, tap it off, and then just go right in your crease. This, on some eye shapes, is easier to find. I mean, I have pretty protruding eyes, and it's very obvious where my eye indents into the eye socket here, but if you just kind of tuck your brush in there, it should fit right into the crease. So I am going to apply that first. You can grab a little more if you need to, and it's important to do this step with your eye looking straight forward into a mirror because you want to make sure it does peek up above the crease too. So you just got to make sure that you can see enough of it peeking up there. And you can bring it in here if you want to, but I don't like to bring it in too far because it can really start to get dark in there, and this looks going to be dark as it is. Okay. So we've got our One Night Sand. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye to keep it symmetrical, and then I'll come back and do the other step. Okay, back for the second crease color, and the lighting is changing outside, so I had to adjust my lighting. Sorry if it looks a little bit different. Now we're going to grab the taupe shade and deepen the crease a little bit more. And I'm not gonna take this one as much above. I'm really putting this one like right in the crease because that's the part we really want to deepen. And I am using little circular motions like that. And if you compare to the other eye, it's just like a little bit more dimension. This whole look, since it's going to be pretty smoky, is going to be a lot of building upon each other. So we've already built 2 different levels of crease definition. Okay, so from that same Limelight palette, this is a matte black. I'm going to use a smaller brush to place this. This is from a Sonia Kashuk brush set. I guess you would consider this a smudge brush. Just use a small brush that's going to allow you to keep this concentrated on the outer corner. You know what, I need to take this sponge before I start doing these colors to catch fallout, because there will be fallout. And I'm going to kind of build this along the lash line, because a true smoky eye is very dark at the base and it fades upward, because if you think about a flame, I mean, that's what a flame is. It's very deep at the base and then it tapers up. So I'm gonna grab a blending brush now just to sort of soften the edge of this. I don't really want to create like a line. I'm not trying to do eyeliner with this. I just am starting to build this dark base for us. So kind of just smudge it out lightly and start to build like a gradient up the lid. So the sponge is basically just helping me catch fallout, but you could maybe use it to keep your outer corner more of a defined shape. So gonna do the other eye, come back. So we've got our black base of matte shadow at the very root of our lashes, basically. We're gonna kind of work from lashes up now. So we can grab our Urban Decay Heavy Metal palette. We're gonna use Ground, and it's this one. Sorry if you can see stuff in my mirror. Now, what I noticed with these is they don't apply that great with a brush, and I think that's why maybe they didn't include a brush with this palette, because they don't apply very well. But I don't want to use my finger just yet because I want to use it to press on other colors. And so I am going to use a brush, but I'll show you that you just have to really use pressing motions so that this doesn't fall all over the place, and also so that it builds up to where you can even see the color. So I'm grabbing Ground on a flat brush. This one's kind of a big brush, so for my big eyeballs this works. This might be too big for some people. So I'll put that sponge under there, and I'm pressing at the very base. I'm not trying to go over that black that we placed. I am just trying to like build on top of it though. This will look kind of messy, but it's okay. We're gonna soften that top edge. So as you can see, we're already starting to darken that whole lid up. So now I'm gonna just do a little more placing, make sure I got it everywhere I want it. We'll bring it in. It's got a bit of a fade here, putting some more of the black matte shadow back at the lash line because I just don't want to lose that dark part. And now I don't want this top edge looking harsh like it does. So I'm going to take a clean crease brush. This has nothing on it. It's just a, you know, fluffy crease brush. And I'm just gonna grab the top edge of this and make sure that it blends nicely into our crease color, but doesn't abruptly stop. That's, you know, a skill that I didn't always have. And in my early blog posts, yeah, I thought the eyeshadow should just stop abruptly. And that was good, call it a day. I now know better, so I see the light. Okay, so I feel like this eye is a little bit darker, so I'm just gonna actually take a little bit more Ground on this crease brush and make sure that it comes out as far and is as deep on the outer corner. And then, now that we've got this, I want to add a little bit of light back in because I've really just darkened my entire eyelid. So I'm actually going to take one of the metallics. I'm thinking I'm going to use aluminum, which is this one up here, and I'm going to use my finger for that part. So using a ring finger, because that's kind of the size of the color I want, I'm going to dip it into aluminum, which is kind of it's like a deep silver, and I am going to just like put that just at the center of my eyelid and just pat it on. I'm not rubbing. Again, I'm not gonna rub this around. I'm just patting and building up, kind of like you did with the color ground. Same thing, other eye with aluminum. This is going to add a little bit of dimension back in, make sure our eye still appears, you know, round and not like two black holes, because that can totally happen with smoky eye looks very easily. Okay, so we've got the aluminum on the inner, or the middle, and now I do want to take the lightest silver on this side. It's called Glam Rock, and it's just basically a lighter version of the color that you just put on there. I'm gonna clean off this crease brush because that's really the shape I want for the inner corner, and just grab it really quick. So this is Glam Rock, and I'm just putting that up the inner corner just for a little extra brightness. It's not gonna be dramatic, but it kind of helps this aluminum silver to fade into itself. Okay, so we did that, and now I think we are ready to move on to the eyeliner, which I really decided I just want to keep that really, really dark base, so the root of your lashes. So we're going to use our Urban Decay ink for eyes. You can use any felt tip liner type pen. I do like the felt tip style just because it is going to be the most black and opaque, unless you want to do a gel liner, but that's sometimes difficult. So I'm not gonna be able to talk when I do this because this is hard for me, but I am gonna just try to keep it as close to the root as possible. Okay, so I've got the eyeliner on. I guess I kind of did a wing. I'm not as much into like those super sharp long wings anymore, so I guess I sort of just like lifted it at the end. Now, the grand finale, the best part, is the Lemonhead Space Paste. So what I found with this particular color, because it does have black glitter as well as silver, is that you don't really want it to get up here, because then you're gonna actually see little black glitter specks on your skin, and it reads almost more like pepper. It's not as cool of an effect because they are black glitter. So I think we're gonna keep this more concentrated at the base and the center of the lid, but not getting up into the crease. So first I wanna actually go over our eyeliner with a liner brush. So I'm going to take a small brush. This is from e.l.f. and I'm trying to decide if I wanna use that one. It needs to be pretty stiff to lay this down. So actually I'm gonna switch to this Sonia Kashuk old random one, and I'm going to just kind of place this on the liner. This is like, it's very like moldable and pliable. So it's interesting to work with, like versus like a glitter liner. It's a little bit thicker. So you're probably gonna find that at first you're like, what is this stuff? But I'm going to, I guess I'll, close my eyes so I can make sure I place it on here right. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's okay if it doesn't stay right on the liner, because I'm gonna bring it up anyways, but I kind of want to just start there and get as close to the lash line as I could. Now that I've placed it close to my lash line, I think I'm ready to distribute it more a little bit onto the lid. So I'm thinking for that, I'm going to use this synthetic brush that I used for our black shadow, because it's small and it's dense, and I want to be able to really place and not get too crazy with it. So I put some on my hand if you want to kind of see like how it looks. And I'm going to just sort of like do like this and press and sort of lift. As you can see, like on the lighter part, it already does show those little black specks. So it sort of creates this new shape. So it's just something to watch out for. I don't think this is one that I would love as much all over the eye, coming up above the crease, because of those more black glitter specks. That could also just be because I have such like light skin tone, because I bet on a deeper skin tone, the little black specks wouldn't read as contrasty as they do on me. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of let that glitter set, and I'm gonna go back to the lower lash line now, and I'm gonna grab that taupe color. I cleaned off this brush so that I can go under the lower lash line. And I think we want to have some metallic on the bottom too, not just on the top. So let's grab aluminum again. And I'll just do that with my finger. Okay, for the inner rim, I kind of forgot I even had this little sample size of the Marc Jacobs gel eyeliner, but that I have heard is a great one for this waterline. A lot of people say this is one of the few that actually lasts for them in their waterline. So I'm lining in there. As you can see, I've got the glitter not coming up to the crease because it will get sticky and it'll kind of crease maybe. But also, like I said, I just don't like seeing it on the lighter skin there. So at this point, if you wanted to, you know, adjust anything, you could use a makeup wipe to kind of clean up the outer edge. If you want to do that, you can take, you know, a brush, make sure that everything is a soft edge. And now we're ready for mascara. And I'm looking for it. Oh, here it is. So this mascara I think would be a great New Year's Eve mascara because it gives you some pretty big fat lashes, almost too much. And I know that sounds crazy, but for me, when I curl my lashes and then I use this mascara, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like almost embarrassed about it. So this is the Ciate Wonder Wand. I think it's new. It's got the hourglass shaped wand that a lot of brands are doing right now. So I'm gonna just do a coat of that. It's kind of one of those ones where like that first instant that it touches your lashes, I mean, they're huge. It's kind of crazy. I like it though. I mean, because really, I guess that's what you're going for with mascara. But you just have to be careful because I feel like, see, I need to stop right now because they're already kind of getting too thick. So as you can see, a little closer here, I mean the eye that has it on, you can tell. I should be wearing like a nice New Year's Eve sparkly shirt or something, and I'm actually wearing a navy blue shirt that I'm pretty sure is not supposed to be like a real shirt. It's a pajama shirt, so that is kind of the level of YouTuber that I am. I hope that you like that. Don't expect it to get fancier because it's not going to. There's one other product that I think would fit this look that I've been wanting to try out, and it's these like weird new highlighters from e.l.f. This one's called Mermaid Tail, and it's the weird like holographic colors that normally you wouldn't even think to put these on your face. But I'm gonna try them out because I feel like if New Year's isn't the appropriate time for weird unicorn highlighter, there's no good time. So this has like a pink and a purple in it. And I think I'll just kind of mix the two. There's a few different shade combinations. This is the one I thought would look like decent on me maybe. It's kind of pretty. I don't hate it. I thought I would think these were just the worst idea ever, but somehow kind of into it. And they're pretty subtle. I mean, I feel like I had to swirl my brush in this quite a bit to get anything on there. But that's kind of fun. I mean, for nighttime, like don't wear this to like your cubicle in fluorescent lighting, but I don't know, yeah, if these weird ones are good for like other highlight areas or just like your cheekbones. And again, I mean, I'm like the palest person, so these probably would look nicer on other people. Yeah, don't hate it. Okay, for lip color, obviously we are not gonna do anything dramatic because these eyes are doing all of that. So I'm going to show you another new Urban Decay product. It's their Vice lipstick palette, and you can like mix, and maybe we'll do that, or maybe we'll just pick a color. So let's see what we think. Where is it? Okay, this is the Vice lipstick palette. This is either good for freelance artists or just people that like to mix and match because it's got all these options. One row is like cream finish, and then the top row is metallic. Sorry, I'm trying to keep that lid from opening. So I believe what this not only protects them, which is smart, but I bet this is meant to also be used as a palette to mix. And it's got this cool retractable brush, which I think is nice. And it does have a really sizable mirror. So I like the packaging of this a lot. I think we're just gonna do a nude with a little bit of the pink. As you can see, I've already kind of mixed these two. It's these guys right here. They're called, the more nude one is Tame, and then Back Talk is the more pink. So a nude and a pinky nude. I mean, I'm not being very fun because like, look at all the other colors in there that you could do, but look at my eyes. I was afraid of the false eyelashes, like I'm gonna do the crazier colors. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Tame. I think I'll just like put it right on here. I'm assuming this is a palette, and if so, that's really smart. I kind of wish it was like detachable. So I'm putting Tame on there, and then I'm gonna go into Back Talk, which is the more pinky one, just to add a little bit more in there, and apply. Ooh, that's pretty. I really like that color. That's pretty. I didn't use a lip liner, but you could. Cause like, you guys, I'm not actually going anywhere. It's not New Year's, I'm not going out in this. All right, here's the final look. No lipstick on my teeth, good. So we kind of did this, you know, classic Smokey eye, but then we glittered it up and then paired it with a classic nudie pink lip, which is kind of a combination I think almost anybody can wear, wants to wear, does wear. I hope you like how it came out, and it's okay if you don't like how it came out either. I don't really always like how they come out, so I'm not always a huge fan of the looks I do either. But regardless, I thank you so much for watching, and if you watched any of my videos in 2017, thanks for that too, seriously. I really appreciate it. I know that like none of us really have enough time, so if you're taking any time at all to sit here and watch this nonsense, thank you, seriously. So I hope to create more videos in the future. I hope you will stick around for them and subscribe if you want more of them. Bye, thank you guys.